Hello and welcome back to Kinlaig. Right, we are here at the shop as we do have some kit we need to buy straight away. We do have a cloudy April day here to work through. We do have a bit of rain on the way, but we do need to buy a weeder or sprayer, or rather a hoe or sprayer. And I've decided, yeah, we'll go for the hoe because it's a cheaper alternative. We don't have to faff with the sprayer and herbicide and all that. I know we have the money for it, but it's not the point. The point is that it's ridiculous to go through all that. It is a shame though that there isn't a bigger hoe. I understand that they're quick at least and heavy, obviously. I mean, this is so much bigger. Well, it's about double and about double. Okay, never mind. Similar. I did bring this. We did buy this secondhand. It's back at the farm now, but we can't use it for hoeing, unfortunately. Anything above small weeds, it cannot be used for. So hopefully we can get ahead of the weeding next time and use that, because it's a much bigger width, but it is it's double the width but half the speed. So what does that really mean? I don't know. But either way, we're going to buy this because it's not too expensive, and we can just stick a helper in the field to get it done. Or we can do it ourselves, which might be something that we do end up doing for the first time, because I don't know if I've actually ever done like proper hoeing. Do you know what I mean? I've always done I've done weeding, but mostly it's been spraying, so I don't know. Anyways, we are going to head back to the farm and get into the oat field. Alright, here we are back at the farm, and we'll just connect to the weight here. I think this is quite a heavy bit of kit. It would be much better if we had a weight on the front. So now that we do, we can make our way to the field and start the process. Also, I know at the end of the last episode I was humming and hawing on what to drill in, because I didn't want to go and buy a planter to put in some other things. What I've decided to do with that far field is, instead of immediately getting rid of the next act, I'm going to just wait until we can put in a grain for the chickens, because that's the thing that makes the most sense to me, is to do that. Anything else just seems, yeah, not necessary at all. I think I was talking about doing rice, long grain rice. Why? I mean, yeah, it would be fun to do something a bit different, but we really need grain for chickens, so that's what we're going to focus on. I could do sorghum, like I could plant it in now, but I think we'll just buy a bit of, yeah, it's not a massive deal to buy a small bit of chicken feed before we get something in for them. I'm really not worried about that, but I would like to do a barley or wheat or something in that big field, because then we'll have loads and loads of chicken food, which will be really good. Now, before we crack on, actually, I should have a look at the map here and see how we're doing for weeds. Yeah, so it's bad, very bad. So we'll just crack on. But yeah, so yeah, we're not going to do any sort of rice or anything. Cannot be bothered with any of that. And again, not very Highlands specific. I don't think they grow a lot of rice in the Highlands. Could be wrong, but also definitely not. What we will do is focus on de-weeding this field here first, and then April is effectively done. I suppose we'll have a look at what might be sold. We'll check on the animals as well to make sure, see that they're fine, which I think they really are doing quite well. The only thing I really don't care for doing this is how difficult it is to see where we've been. I know someone's going to say, oh, this is why I use GPS. It's like, yeah, but yeah, I can't be bothered. I'd rather just complain about it. But no, obviously it's not that big of a deal. And the width on this is quite decent, and of course the speed is also very nice. So as far as checking to see where we've been, I don't think we'll have too much trouble with it. I'll just go up and down the fields anyways and see. And the nice thing too is when you spray, the weeds don't fully disappear. They just kind of change color and texture. They go to a dark brown versus a green. Whereas this, we are literally ripping them out. So in that way, we can see where we've been much easier than if we were to just be spraying. because I find that sometimes, depending on the crop especially, it can be quite difficult to see where you've sprayed based on all those factors. So I might just take a chance, go straight down the middle here, and it does help to kind of separate the fields well. But then, as you can see, as we go, you can see the weeds disappearing, which makes it very easy. Well, that one didn't, but it's because we were just out of range. Anyways, at least we can crack on with the weeding here. I may have to occasionally open this up to have a look at what I'm doing, because just to make sure I'm doing it properly. And that is my GPS right there. There you go. GPS enabled. You can see it just fine. GPS via map. Anyways, enough rambling about it. Let's crack on with it. There we go, and just in time as well, as the rain has just arrived. I might have missed a couple bits, but really nothing that we can't, that we should fret on. That is really good. Brilliant. And it's very neat, actually. I haven't been able to use this sort of angle in a time-lapse before, because normally we want to see from above or even up here, but to be able to have a time-lapse where we're doing it from way down here is actually pretty cool. So hopefully it comes out nicely in post-production and it looks nice in a time-lapse, and I reckon it will, just with a different angle and all. So anyways, we can now stick this away. We'll put it next to the weeder over here. Might as well use this shed for kit now that we've got so much of it. Just get that placed nicely there. I think we had all of our mowing equipment here at one point. There we go. Get out of here, and I reckon I should probably stick the trailer away as well. It's quite exposed. Yes. So we'll get that tucked in here. It's a very, very quick raining, very light sprinkle, nothing really to fret on actually, but better to have it there than not. Right, and in fact we can probably put the weight here as well, because we don't need it for everything, for every job. We'll get that right there. Brilliant. Now we can have a look at the chickens and the horses and the cows. Basically every animal. Make sure that they are fed well. You know what I've just realized as well is that we are... Well, we're definitely out of straw soon. But what about hay? We've got so much bloody hay. The thing is, though, here we have to keep this in mind. This does say they take 236,000. So loads of hay, basically. That's only going to increase as we get more of them. And then we've got some babies in as well, which is really cute. And they will continue to produce. Because if we look, these ones are about to reproduce another 5. We're going to get another 5 there. And then so on and so forth. So we get another 10 in the next, 10 months or so, maybe less, and that means that this number will just increase, which means that, yes, we do have more than that for hay, but also these things take loads of hay, and so do these things. So we need to be conscientious on the fact that we need more hay, and in fact, maybe that's something we could look at putting in. But the thing is, where do we put it now that we've only got that one? We've got 2 fields. This one I'd like to do for not hay. Ideally, it would be better as a crop. So what do we do? I'm trying to think of how much hay we had and how did we get so much hay? Did I just do this twice? Because I feel like we had so much bloody hay for so long, but I can't remember how many times I made hay. Do you know what I mean? The reason I ask it as well is because here we could put part of this field as grass, even if it was just this one side, and then do the rest as a crop. Maybe that's what we should do. Because we do need hay on the consistence as well. You know what? Let's do that. Well, not now because it's raining, but I think that's something we should do. So all this kit is out and about. We really should get it cleaned. But again, we only have one major priority for the series. Speaking which, let's have a look at how things are going over here. I think it's exactly the same as last time. So yeah, progression is ongoing, which is grand. It's taken its sweet time, but that is fine. We do have to wait for the rain to stop if we are to put anything in. Nothing in the sail there. Actually, let's go to this field and have a look at it and see. Because otherwise, okay, we've got a grass field there. These all have crops in. So we don't want to disturb that. And I don't really want to buy another field. I think I'd rather just use this. Especially since it's been fertilized as well. But if we were to just go to basically where that grass is there. I mean, here, we'll get a better view from up here as well. There we go. Yeah, if we were to go basically straight along to that grassy edge, and so it would basically be where the fence is down, which is a massive, massive faff with that thing, but I suppose that would be the way to do it. So why don't we connect to this? We'll get it switched over to grass. We'll get it ready to go in the field at least, and then when the rain has stopped, we can go and drill in some grass. Alright, well, as you can see, it's a gorgeous April day now. We've managed to wait out the rain long enough that we can now start this process. So I'm going to go about here, I think is good. So it's going to be about 3 passes up and down. We can always go over a bit if we need, but I think right here is pretty lined up to where we want to be. So we'll go back just a touch here. We've got grass in. We also have solid fertilizer, and I don't know how much it's going to take. Just a little bit, it says. So that's really good. But there we go. We're fired up. Let's go straight along here now. Nice thing about putting in grass here as well is that we don't have to worry about driving over it and destroying a crop to get to another crop sort of thing. I would like it to be as straight on as possible. But yeah, I don't think we'll be using this beyond the harvest. Yeah, no, definitely not using this beyond the harvest. Yeah, I don't think so. It's cool. It's a neat thing to try. Not maybe the right setting for it or the right map for it. The fields are big enough, I would say. They could be a bit bigger, I would say, to be more efficient or mostly efficient. With GPS, I will admit, you know, on some massive, you know, American field or something. But yeah, for the most part, nah. I think this is just more than we need for this farm. More than anyone needs, really, in this area. So let's just... Oh, that's quite the divot there. That's right. Get lined up for a second pass. Yeah, this thing's... Yeah. If the only reason I'm keeping it and using it still is because we have it, and because I want to use it for a harvest one time, just because I said I would. Do I really want to? No, not really. I mean, yes and no. It's massive, so it'll be a relatively good harvest in that regard, but also just to be able to try it out. I think what we'll do is when we're done putting in barley or wheat, then we'll sell the seeder and all that, and then we'll just buy the harvester attachment. I think it needs a module, which I don't know if this is the module. The base, the very bottom part might be the module, and then we attach the harvester module to it. That's all loads of modules. Very modular in that regard. Hence the term, I imagine. But yeah, I think that's how it goes. Oh, can we get this in one? It's going to be tight. It's going to be a tight one, that. See, though. Maybe we can. I won't take the chance. I'll go back over and double check. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's just this side that we'll miss. And I kind of want to go back to the right side there and get it. Oh, are we missing? Let's just overlap so we know we're not missing anything. How about that? There we go. And yeah, so we'll use the harvester module one time at least. Well, 2 times. One for this field, one for the other. And then we can get rid of this thing. It was a good experiment. That's why I'll leave it at that. And it was some DLC I wanted to use. So, happy days. Other than that, I think we are fine with our mowing equipment. We don't have a massive space here. So we're not going to have, you know, hundreds and thousands of litres of grass or hay. But I think it'll be a good supply if it's consistent enough. I don't know, a part of me feels like this isn't enough. But I can't quite, I don't know. I guess we'll just see. Worst case, we just buy another field, put more grass in, or buy hay. Which again, with the money we have, I'm not too fussed on having to buy it. But with all of this field space, it'd be foolish to not put some grass in. But yeah, I do want to get closer on that side, just to have it a bit more level with what we've already done there. Yeah, we'll just do that. Should be good. And then we'll go back to the other side. And we'll clean up those bits. There's a few missed bits there. But yeah, the rest of the field will be wheat or barley. Doesn't matter which. If anyone has a distinct preference for the two, please let me know. But yeah, they are effectively the same if you think about it. I think barley earns a bit more money per litre and wheat just yields more. It could be the other way around. Like I say, it doesn't really matter. They're effectively interchangeable in that regard for what we need them for, and all the time. If you think of, you know, milling, barley and wheat are fairly interchangeable that way. Feeding chickens, same thing. So yeah, either one is fine. We will not be doing sorghum again, I don't think, because we don't need it. For the horses, yes, but I don't think so. I mean, at least we can split a field up if we really need to. Do a bit more sorghum, and we just won't feed it to the chickens. The greedy, hungry chickens. Unbelievable how much they bloody eat. But I guess 2,000 of any animal will eat a lot of food. But I guess it's just surprising because there's so little. But 2,000 little things, I mean, you know. Yeah. Anyways, get this last bit, and then we are done with the drilling for now. The next time we'll be able to drill will be September. Is that right? September, I think, is when we can put in grain. Let's just get this done and we'll check. Brilliant. Happy days. Okay, so we're done there. Let's have a look at the map just to confirm. Looks great. Oh, no, there is a misbit there and there. What's happened? I know what's happened. This bloody thing's happened. Right, we'll just reverse and see where we have... Oh, no, way past it. Crikey. Yeah, if we just go straight down this way, we'll get whatever is missed. Because for grass, it's something you don't replant, right? So I don't want to... I mean, normally you wouldn't. So I don't want to miss any bits and have an awkward area. That would be no good. Brilliant. That's the least amount of awkward that I could have made it. Right, let's get that folded back. Have a look. It is September. So we'll do either barley or wheat. And then that's done. So April is done. I can't see us needing to do anything else. I was going to bring them some food, actually. So I'll do that now. Because they don't have enough to go through another day. They do. As do they. So that's good. But I think, yeah, we'll definitely bring... Oh, have I got myself proper stuck here? Actually, we're not going to need this again until we come into this field. So you know what? I'm just going to leave this here. Because to take it out would be a faff. and we can bring seed to it if we need. We don't... Yeah, I'm not... Yeah. Bye-bye. Next act. Right. Feeding of the animals. So we'll do that. And then... I mean, what's... I'm thinking... So we'll pop into May. Once we're there... Do we just keep going through the months till we're ready to drill or harvest? Because, again, there's not much else going on. The castle is pretty stocked up. I can't really think of much else that needs doing over there. So, yeah, I think we might be alright for a bit of a nice rest in spring after this month. I don't really want to have to buy hay. It seems so. It would seem after having, you know, I don't even know how many. Does anyone remember how much we started with? I can't remember off the top of my head, but I feel like we had, what, was it close to 700,000 liters, or am I imagining things? I don't think I am, because we had both of these quite filled. So I don't think so, but nevertheless, we are going to get some more hay soon. That field has been fully... I think it's been fully done. I don't even know if I checked. I'm all over the place with this. Can't really remember. It would have been here. pH looks good. Nitrogen is fine. Yeah, nitrogen's good because we have the fertilizer in. So that's good. Okay, brilliant. We'll give these bales to the cows, and then I think we'll call it in April, because then we can focus on bringing food to the sheep and them in May. Oh. Oh, did I not go far enough? That's what's happened. That's what's happened there. Yeah, because then we can make more of a thing of it as well if we feed them when they need more. They're not full. I mean, that's not possible, is it? Oh. It is. It is very possible. Right, well, we'll bring these over to the chickens. Oh, no, we'll just leave them there. It's not even... It's 1,200 litres with 2 massive bales. I think it's fine to leave. Right, we'll also just tuck this over to the side here for now. And I think that's it for us for April. So we'll go have a nice little kip, and we'll see you in May. Alright, well, as you can see, we are still in April, and the reason is, well, we're nipping down to the tailor shop, as I've nearly forgotten to check on the price of certain things, and as I was about to go for a cheeky kip in towards May, I realized the price of clothing is it's essentially at its peak. So we are going to the tailor shop right here to collect all that we can and get it loaded in and sold, because there is a lot of money here. It might not look like it with just a handful of pallets. What is that, 10? Not, oh, 11. Any more sneaky pallets in here? Twould seem as not. But what we can do is take these sneaky pallets over to... Right, okay, oh, there's nearly... Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to wait for one more, and then we'll nip down to the Logistic Center Railroad and get them sold. Alright, here we are. So it says Kinlaig Milling, which obviously we're not milling clothing, but it's in the same complex, so we are going to get it sold here, just round the corner, and it's going to be a really good bit of income here. Let's have a look at them disappear. Get them all at once. This should put us over 700,000. I mean over 800,000, and we have. So totaling about close to 350. Sorry, 450 nearly. Not quite, but very near. That was really, really good. And I had to wait a bit longer, as you can see the time's a bit further on. So in between waiting for that final pallet and it actually arriving, I think the pallet was at 986, and then it stopped because we had run out of fabric. So luckily I just waited for the next hour, and fabric was delivered to the tailor shop, and they were able to make some clothing and complete a 12th pallet, which is very good, and very pleased for it, because of that we netted an extra, I don't even know, 30,000 or something just off one pallet, which is amazing. So we're back up in the money. We never really left the money, to be honest. Even when we had, you know, sub £1,000, it was only for about a minute or two until we got another 400,000 in from something, the fish, I reckon. But yeah, we are back at the farm now. Oh, how's the milk? We just sold milk, didn't we? I think we did. Yes, there you go. So now out of fabric again, but we don't have to worry about that for some time. But let's go here and have a look and see. So stones and roof shingles are really, really well priced. I don't think they fluctuate much, so I think they're always at a good price. Wool, we're definitely going to keep that in there. That can keep producing. But what else? What was I going to check for here? Goat milk bottled. Right, yeah, we did just recently sell it, so we're fine there. Productions are all doing well. I think that's obvious, that one. This one, we still need to bring some trees down, I think, at some point soon. This will never stop, so that's fine. This one's good. Okay, so this is officially out of food now. So we've got that. Okay, good. Got those deactivated. Got these running, so we're just going to keep selling without the food, so that's fine. We could hit a point where we just stop the fish, but for how little it costs to bring, because I might even just bring some food into them just to have it in May, possibly we can do that, or in between months, it's fine. And then we've got it all lined up here, so everything is looking really good. We're back at the farm. Now we can park up the man lorry and have that kip, and we'll see you in May. Good morning and welcome to May, and what a beautiful May day it is. Look at the goats are out frolicking, sheep as well, as you can see over there. The horses, I imagine, are also equally frolicky. I don't know if that's a word, but that is now. The horse are frolicky. Look at that. Gorgeous. Right, the chickens as well, probably frolicking about. So let's have a look at them, because yeah, their food is at its lowest. So we need to feed the chickens. I don't know how much sorghum we have left to feed them. At least the horses are fine. Yeah, big bloody chickens. Right, we'll sort them out. It says reproduction time in 2 months, which is impossible because there's no room, so I imagine they'll just be sold off. We've got loads of eggs here still. Yep, they're still cracking on. We've also, no, well, hopefully not cracking. Haha, get it? Yeah, we've also got loads of eggs here, which we'll deal with when we need to deal with. And we will feed the chickens, we'll feed the goats, we'll feed the sheep. Horses are fine, the cows are fine, and the fish, I reckon, we'll also need to feed in May before we move on. The cows are fine. Are they out of straw, or are my eyes deceiving me? Right, it's that sort of thing. And we also need to give the cows some more straw. They do have some. It's there. Oh, watch your bottom. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. Watch your head now. Yes, they are fine. We can have a look at our grass actually to see. Oh, we've got fields there. We've got field here to check as well. Which might as well have a little check on the grass and see how it's coming along beautifully, if I do say so myself. Nice. Yeah, it looks fairly natural in there, really. Because then you enter the field, you're like, oh, some grass, don't need to worry about that. And then, boom, a field. Which will have wheat or barley when the time comes. We'll just nip down through the bush. We'll nip down to the other field. I just want to have a look and see, because it has been de-weeded. So we've hoed it. And we have cared for it well in terms of, well, all things really. Lime, fertilizer, and now hoeing. And we can see that, oh yes, it is starting to take some shape and some colour. Look at that. Absolutely lovely, that is. And we'll be harvesting that sooner than you can say oats. Well, soon enough at least. Let's have a look though at everything, just overview of everything before we crack on or end things for today. Yeah, they're fine for that. We do have to get some straw in, and of course there's only the one bale left, which means, yes, unfortunately we'll probably have to buy some straw, because I don't think we'll get the oat harvested in time, because that is still yet 2 months away. It could actually work. It's a shame that chickens don't eat oats though, because Yeah, and then the barley here, as you can see, is we could be harvesting barley next month, but unfortunately we will be drilling it in 4 months' time instead. So I don't think there's another field nearby. I know someone had mentioned, why don't you just go buy a field and sell it, and then harvest it and sell it, and I was like, nah, no, it's not really, no, I'd rather just drill it in myself, and truthfully, this will be a lot of barley in that. And then we have so much money, we might as well just buy some food for them. As I said, we also probably need to buy some straw for the cows, but maybe not. But we do need to buy some fish food, as you can see, completely out. So how is this going? Oh, this is full anyways. I'm not bringing any fish food here. I've decided once, as I said before, once this is out, it's done. So anything that's sold here will be just as is. And from here, unfortunately, we do need fish food to produce the fish. So, I don't know. It's about £40,000 to fill this up. But the money we get from it is extraordinary, especially now that we've set it all up to be very effective. I think we're fine to keep it going the way that it's going. It's really not a big deal. So, yeah, we'll probably crack on with that. And everything else is looking really nice. We can nip down to the castle, though, and have another look. Oh, nearly. Look at that. Nearly on to the next stage, which will probably be... I wonder what we'll require. What would we require next? I'm just by looking at it. You know, we've got the wood beams and the planks and all, obviously for the scaffolding or the interior bits, but all that castle stone is being worked on now. So I'm very excited to see the final progress of this, as I'm sure you are as well. Unless you've already done it on your own save, then you can just enjoy me enjoying it, I suppose. Anyways, that does it for us for today. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed the episode today, and if you have done, cheeky thumbs up always helps out the channel. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It's the easiest, freest way to support the channel, and I greatly appreciate it very much. So thank you for all your support, as always. So, once again, thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.